Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you
Hi.
guys doing today? Are we tired, pumped, excited?
All the above.
All of the
All the
above.
above.
Understood. Okay, so I want to start out with an icebreaker because I did remember this time. Each of you guys can just say your name, your position on the e-board, and how about the best concert you've ever been to?
I can start if we want, just because
Okay.
I'm Chloe. I'm the director of photography for Loud and Clear and the executive producer of Rhythmic. The best concert I've been to, I haven't been to very many, but every time I go to one, I'm always like, oh, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best. Um, I saw Billy Joel in person, which was like super emotional. But then I've also been to the Eras tour, which in and of itself was like crazy experience. So
Yeah.
those for two different reasons,
I'm
I
so
think.
jealous
Yeah, I'm
for
really
both
jealous.
of them.
Yeah. I went to the Eras tour last year as well, and it
How?
was
That's crazy.
fantastic.
How did both of
Yeah, what?
But you know what's crazy though? I got mine the night before because one of my friends was like, "Hey, I have a friend who's selling it for $100. Do you want it?" I was like, "Yes, hello."
What?
So it was a
Wow.
nosebleed, but you know what? I'll take it. I don't need
Yeah.
it, so
Oh my
yeah, it's
God.
fun.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
What about you two?
I'm Meena. I'm co-director and executive producer of Loud and Clear. And this is really embarrassing considering that we do a music show, but the last concert I went to, I think was like in middle school and it
That's
was
not
Ed
true.
Sheeran. Oh, not the last concert. The last concert, like the kind of last
Okay.
concert. And it was Ed Sheeran.
That's
And
really
it was really cool for being in like sixth,
yeah.
seventh grade. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
Nice.
I'm Sophia. I'm also co-director and executive producer of Loud and Clear. Um, my favorite concert, well, it was a festival. I went to Made in America, I think 2022, 2023. And I saw Bad Bunny and I was really
Oh, my first question to a new media student at your university, how would you guys introduce OTN to them and like briefly explain the concept?
I feel like OTN is like a really good like combination of all different sorts of like interests. So like it's really great for like when we held a table for Loud and Clear, like we were part of the OTN table, but anyone who came to their table with like any interest could be directed to a show in OTN because
Mhm.
it's like there's like anything and like any position. Like if you want to do strictly script writing, if you want to kind of be behind camera and stuff like that. I feel like it's a really good basis for finding your interest, like your niche interest, and kind of exploring within that realm.
Yeah, like when we started, we had zero experience with anything like in studio
Mhm.
and really had no idea what was going on, but like it's really good experience to like try different things like camera operating and things like that, and you learn through like doing things, which is I think really good. And like the older people in like each show like helps you get through everything, which is nice.
Mhm.
I would say, oh, sorry. I would say that it's like it's a creative space where you can participate in any step of the production process, like pre, physical, and post. And it's like a hands-on way it's a hands-on way to try new things, and it's somewhat realistic to what you'd actually come across if you choose to pursue it further in the industry.
For sure. I would I would assume that it's something that you sort of learn how to manage just through experience, like every day as you work through it, it kind of becomes second nature as far as like each of your roles. Um, Chloe, you have recently, as we like briefly discussed yesterday, you started Rhythmic this semester. What personally have you found to be like most fulfilling, specifically doing cinematography through that?
Ooh, most fulfilling. Last week I had the first real taste of, oh my God, I did it. Because normally I will help run cameras, but last week I didn't do anything. Like just the crew was working with equipment, so I just got to watch I'm sorry, the most fulfilling part about doing cinematography, it's been really, really awesome teaching other crew members kind of like what I know through OTN because I remember shadowing people to get to where I am now. So it's crazy. Now I'm in their shoes and I'm shadowing
Mhm.
other people.
Yeah, it's and you can really tell like how you explained about just sitting back and watching everything. I feel like viewers get the same experience through the way that you guys shoot the shows. Like when we just watch a clip, it's like, oh my God, I can feel the aura through the screen.
I
Um,
actually
yeah. No, no, you're good.
I want to elaborate on that. I literally today, I got a text from a friend who said like this touched me as an audience. This was something that like I felt this. This is a phenomenal thing you're doing, and I just wanted to start crying in the middle of my
Oh, that
class.
just feels so good.
But that's like the fulfilling thing. Like that's
Yeah.
what I set out to do. And just
Yeah.
like watching it come to life is crazy.
hmm Okay, Sophia, I know you've been singing like as a hobby and also like in front of the camera a little bit. So what would you say pushed you to want to like manage the stage alongside just being on it?
So when I was, this is a really like long story, but when I was applying to colleges, I
Uh-huh.
was debating whether I should major in music or not. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't want it to become like work and for me to eventually like have a hateful relationship with music.
Yeah.
So one of my ideas was making music videos as a career. And so I got here and like really luckily, like it was so lucky that we were at the club fair and one of these girls, our prior director, Abby, recruited us into Loud and Clear. And I had no idea what I was getting into, but it was like a music show, which was
Mhm.
perfect for me. And it just all worked out that way.
It all like fell into place. That's perfect. Meena, I know you said the other day when we spoke a little bit that you started out video editing. How do you think that like smaller, more practical skills like that come in handy with the work that you do with Loud and Clear, like as a co-director, as a producer?
I feel like they've helped a lot. Like I feel like this video editing I've done before wasn't like very creative, like my like creative for me because I was kind of doing it for other people's work.
Mhm.
But I feel like through editing and like having that prior experience, you kind of see everything that you do, like director wise, through that lens and like how this is gonna end up in post, like how you're gonna see it, like how you want to cut it and kind of like stuff like that. And like for Loud and Clear, we do like live edits, where we like technical direct and stuff like that. So I feel like it's very helpful to see all stages of production because you kind of know what you're going to have to deal with in post and you kind of know how you want to manage that in the actual production of it. So I feel like they both kind of help each other.
I'm sure like just watching photographers and like camera crew and things like that around you on set all the time, like you're gonna walk out of this show with so much like background knowledge on all of that. So I'm sure it's gonna be super helpful. Okay, for all of you, dream musical guest on Loud and Clear. Think big.
Claro's a Syracuse alumni.
I knew you were just
Oh,
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
that's cool.
And we just always talk about how cool it would be if she visited and we could get her on Loud and Clear, which
Mhm.
is such like just a dream.
I like that one. I feel like her the type of music she makes would be perfect for that kind of setting as well. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say something similar because we always talk about that on set, and our music journalist, he's like a really huge fan of
Yeah.
Claro, and he's always bringing for merch to
Uh-huh.
our sets and our shoots on Fridays, and always is like telling us that he wants that, and that would be so cool.
That would be very cool. Chloe?
I've been pestering Sophia to get on Loud and Clear.
That's true. Okay, yeah, that's
I
why I
was
said
actually wondering the
incorrect.
other day, I was like, has Sophia sung on the show before?
No, and we've been saying this, and we're like, imagine not even like how good it would be, but how smooth the shoot would go if
Yeah.
our one of our directors was up there. It would just be in and
Because
out,
you know
done.
what you're doing already.
Yeah.
It would
Telling you
be,
by senior
yeah.
year, I'm gonna convince
Maybe
you.
senior year. That's really scary though.
Like, but you have to do it before Chloe leaves.
Okay, Chloe needs to visit.
No, you have to do it before next spring.
No.
Do either of you got Mina or Chloe, do you guys sing? No.
Like like
I don't.
yeah, but I did theater growing up like my whole life, so it's here and there
Yeah.
in college.
It's still in your soul. If you get on the stage, you'll be fine.
Oh, I hope so.
Chloe and Sophia
Wait,
Oh,
duet.
a duet? Oh my
What?
God.
no. I can't.
You should just you need to just combine loud and clear and rhythmic with the two of you. Sophia sings. Okay, here's my plan. Sophia sings, and then or maybe both of you sing, and then you bring dancers from rhythmic, and you do like a full production, and you could bring your musical theater
Wait,
aspects.
actually, we should
Hey,
do a
that's really
rhythmic
good.
and loud and clear
Yeah.
mashup.
Yeah. Like
That'd be
collab
so
one
cool.
week.
I'm so down. Oh my God. Wait, that was such a brilliant idea.
That's such a good
Wait, that is a
idea.
really good idea.
Um, so I know that the three of you are like a small part of a very large crew that works on all of these programs every week. But like nonetheless, this show is a great accomplishment, and I hope you're aware. I just think it's so cool that like young people are using your like personal creative skills to give a platform to artists who um are like in the same stage of life as you guys, or maybe in different stages, but you can like showcase each artist and like what their unique talents are, which is amazing. Can you sort of walk me through the process of selecting a performer? Like, how does that work?
So that's actually so we have someone who does that. She books her talent. Her name's Riley Hudson. She's really good at it. She kind of reaches out to people and like will also go to like house shows too. I know she goes to a lot of like I feel like Syracuse has such a huge like student music, like even if it's underground, like community. Like so many of the houses here like host parties that like showcase student artists and their work every week. And I feel like if you go to those, you can kind of get a taste of like what their music is like and what their vibe is like. So I know she goes to a lot of those too and like picks people out from there. And then people also
Yeah.
come to us requesting to be on the show as well.
Mhm. Is it like a quick transition from picking someone and then the actual shooting day?
So she like recruits people and have them fill out a form. And then I think she goes through the form and see who would be good to be on the show a specific day. And then she either confirms or denies.
But it's typically like pretty far in
Yeah.
advance. Like in the beginning of the semester, she booked a lot of most of our shows, and then things change according to
Mhm.
schedule.
Makes sense. Is it similar for rhythmic, Chloe?
Yeah, it's since it's like just the first semester, a lot of it is just people texting me.
Mhm.
Um, that's actually most of the time how we've gotten people. I've reached out to a couple people, but everybody who we booked like so far has just like reached out to me. And then I have a like producer, one of my friends, Jackie. She has been handling talent. So when I like now when someone comes to me, I redirect them to her because that's more of her like technical
Mhm.
strength with producing.
Um, so like keeping that in mind, what does a typical day on set look like? Like when you have a performer versus when you don't? I'm assuming a lot of it is just like the actual shooting days, but what are like the various roles that your team members have to play on days like that to ensure that everything goes smoothly?
Well, for Loud and Clear, we shoot every Friday or almost every Fridays. We only have the studio reserved. It's only in studio, so we have it reserved from 1 to 4. So typically we have a lot of crew, all of our crew kind of everyone helps out everywhere, really. That's why I think it's like part of why I love OTN like Loud and Clear so much is because you get to do anything you want.
Mhm.
And you get so much experience with everything. Um, and I feel like a lot of our crew, they're new. So people will be doing cameras and like always helping Chloe out with light. Chloe is our DP, so she does all our lighting stuff. She knows all of that. So I'm sure she can speak to that. But other than that, we set up stages. And the artist typically doesn't come until like an hour and a half into after we've all been there. Um, And there's a lot of other technical stuff that goes on because we have people like studio engineers and audio engineers who need to set up the cameras and their audio equipment, and that takes a while too. So it's kind of there is periods of like waiting for things to be done. But then otherwise like and then it's go, go, go kind of.
Beautifully said.
Very well said.
And then with rhythmic, a little similar. Very similar kind of. Like we also crew gets there, we film 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. However, since the show is still piloting, we don't have authority over like that reservation. So we reserve it, but if a professor needs it or like something academic needs it, we get booted. So that's happened twice where we've had to move the times. Um, but typically it's 5 to 8:30. We get there 5. Some people pull in at 5:15 if they have class. And first things first, everyone just kind of like tackles setting up equipment because we use kind of the same stuff every week. Lately, we've been trying new things just to get more people introduced to more of a variety because I'm going away next semester. So it's very important that like I'm yeah, I know, it's sad. It's very important that I'm like handing it off to people who want to keep it going and like care to learn about those things. Um, so an hour and a half in, the dancer comes in, we have all the lights done, we have the dancer run it just to see kind of where they move around the space. And then there's always there is what I call rhythmic circle time, where we sit in a circle. I have like a binder. I take the binder, I have a piece of paper, and I just say, okay, we're gonna watch her dance. And everyone like throw out ideas like what camera movement for what part, what color do you see here? And then we just all just like shout ideas and write it down, and then we do it.
Yeah, that sounds, when you describe like keeping in mind camera movement and all that, it's so specific that like I feel like when people watch shows like that, you forget how much detail goes into it. Like there's so much attention to detail that like every crew member has to look at. So that's very impressive. Is there like a specific episode or performance that stands out to you guys as like maybe your favorite or one that made you I don't know, emotional, like very excited, anything like that?
Personally, I love jazz. Our most recent artist, her name's
McKenna,
yeah,
Fenmore.
McKenna Moore, and um, accompanied by Kai Wong, and her voice is amazing. It was so good, and it was just, and all of our music is written by the artists, like their originals. And it's just so impressive and amazing how many artists are on campus, and like we only have like a certain part of that demographic on our show. But yeah, the most recent one for sure like touched me like
Yeah. No, I get it. I watched the Luda on the Carpets one and that one really I loved that one. It was beautiful.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that was my favorite episode personally because we've had Luna and the Carpets on a bunch of times before. So this year I was kind of like I feel like we're kind of like, oh, how do we make this different?
Mhm.
Because they've been on individually and they've been on together every semester pretty much. So it was kind of so much fun to play around with the lighting with Chloe and like we added a bunch of flowers to the set and use props for once and I feel like that was so much fun to play around with. I mean also they're just such amazing voices. They have such amazing voices and like to hear them live is like my favorite part. And them just like kind of bantering and playing around with each other. Like
Yeah,
also the shoot that she's talking about that airs next Thursday and
fun.
was really good. It was really good.
I'm excited to see that. Okay. Chloe?
My favorite, I have a few, but one that stands out was last semester. His name is Sammy Kukuru.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He had like, oh my gosh, it was like we were at a rock concert. He was like whipping his hair everywhere. The guitar was going crazy. Like he
Oh,
was
that's amazing.
running around the set. And that was one of the first times I had like been a DP on my own. Because last semester I still would like shadow the first
Uh-huh.
DP. That was one of my first like goes. That was my first like
Yeah.
myself. So not only was it like just electric in the room, I think it also like, I was proud of what I did for the
Yeah,
first time.
for sure.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he had a really big personality
Yeah.
and it showed on camera and it was really fun to see.
Those are the kind of people that you want on stage. Those are the kind of people you want to produce. Okay. I want to play a little game with you guys.
Okay.
You guys seen any artists play song association?
Oh, I've played that before.
You played it?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to play it with you guys. Do you guys, Mina and Sophia, do you guys know what that is?
No.
I'm
I think I've
basically,
heard of it.
I'm gonna give you a word, and any of you, you can jump in whenever you want. But I give you a word, and you have to sing like a snippet of a song or
Okay,
like
yeah.
that has that word in it.
Oh wait, I'm gonna be
I'm
really
really
bad
bad
at
at
this. I like make up lyrics when I don't know.
Okay, hey, that works too. It's a song is a song. Okay, ready? First word. You have, I'm gonna give you how long do people usually get for this? 10 seconds
I don't know.
Like to guess it or like of what?
to sing it,
I
like to
think
guess it and then sing it.
Oh, I think it's just until somebody guesses.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, first word, girl.
this girl is on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, that was really quick. I was like, there's
that
six
was very
girls.
quick.
I was like,
Okay, cry.
wait, my mind is like drawing blank.
Wait, I know a song called Cry
Big
by
girls don't cry.
You got it
Oh!
on the 10th second. That was amazing.
Heck yeah. Sorry, I'm plugging in my laptop.
No,
There
you're
we go.
good. Okay, ready? World.
We are the world.
Hey.
Yes. Sorry, my laugh turned into a really like depressing cough. I'm sick right now. You couldn't tell already.
Oh,
Oh
look.
yeah, everyone is.
I
Uh,
know. It's probably it's getting cold up there now too, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
it's
It's
very
really
slowly. It's
cold and gray.
Wait, are you in
Yeah.
California?
Huh?
Are you in California?
No, I'm in the South. I'm in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Next word. Run.
run for your mother, fight for your father.
That's what I thought of.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
Beautiful girl.
I was just thinking that.
Okay, I thought you were saying that was beautiful.
Yes. No, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
I sang that song at karaoke last week.
Oh my God.
That's a good karaoke song.
Mhm. Okay. Forget.
Forget you.
Oh.
Oh,
But that's like the clean version, I think.
Oh.
yeah, but
That
still.
works.
Oh. Oh.
Driving downtown with a cut.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
No.
Wait, what song is that?
It's by CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
See you
Um,
driving downtown with the girl I
You guys are on fire. You told me you weren't good at this.
Yeah.
All of you. Okay. Rain.
I set fire.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. Oh my God. You know who would be an amazing loud and clear guest? Adele.
Yeah.
I would die.
Yeah.
I would die.
I would actually be like dead.
I feel like
I would
every
be
crew member
I'd be like
would just
shaking.
every crew member would just be standing there sobbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I heard she's like not performing anymore.
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah.
Sad.
She's taking a break.
Aw, I mean, well deserved, I guess.
I'll come back.
She will come back.
Come back to Louder.
Yeah.
She
First
has
show,
to.
first show back.
Okay. Dream.
Oh.
Oh no, that's the word. That's the word.
Little dream of me. I don't
Wait, did you just sing that?
Did you sing a song?
Yeah.
Dream a little dream.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I think I confused you guys in the beginning a little. I've been saying words that will like go with my conversation.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Okay. Dance.
Dance the night away.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
Oh, that's the Barbie song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think of that one scene where they're all
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah.
I miss that era of summer when the
Mm,
movie was out.
Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer.
that's so long ago.
That was
Oh,
2 summers ago.
last
Oh, why do I think it
That's
was
kind of crazy.
right?
Next song, Kiss.
Kiss me. Kiss me. Infecting me
Oh,
Oh yeah,
like
oh yeah.
poison.
E.T.
Yeah. Do not get me on loud and clear. Do you hear this?
That's what I'm saying about me.
Okay, but this is like a casual set. Like you're not putting in your effort. You know what I mean? Like
At all.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
Yeah, I'm not putting it up.
I'm kidding. Uh, kidding.
Okay. Eyes.
Your eyes. Oh, her eyes. Her eyes.
Hey.
Is that
I
Bruno Mars?
don't know the rest of it.
That is Bruno Mars.
Yeah, her hair. Her-
Last one. Pretty.
Pretty when I cry.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, do you guys have like a particular, I don't know, musical inspiration or someone that like people that really got you into this, whether it was like an artist, like a celebrity, or like someone close to you, anyone?
When I was little, I was just always surrounded by like, because my parents are artists and all of their friends are like either like directors or musicians or artists.
Yeah.
So I kind of grew up in that environment, and my parents are also like super into music. So they always encouraged us to be creative. And I think
Mhm.
that's kind of the course I took.
Yeah.
Similar thing, my dad is super musical. He's got a really great ear. So, when I was a kid, it was kind of always like in the background, him playing piano in the living room or the drums in the basement. So it's always been there.
Yeah.
That's not the case. My family is not very musical. Yes, it's not in our genes. But I feel like growing up, for some reason, all of my best friends were always super talented at singing, including now. And so I would always like listen to them and they would always sing for me and I would kind of just sit there and watch them in awe, wishing I could sing. But I think it was always so cool and such a cool talent to me to listen to and to watch because I feel like people really connect with it when they sing too and they put their like kind of heart into it, emotion. And then being on Loud and Clear, kind of seeing more into that world of like the artists and the visions they have and like kind of how long everything takes them and how much work and effort they put into it. I feel like I have like a really deep appreciation for people and who do that.
That's great. Sorry, I just pictured like a little you like sitting down and a bunch of people just singing at you.
That's kind of how it works. That's kind of how it is. I just sit there.
Sit there and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like force her to sing.
Yeah. Everyone forces me to sing too. I don't know why. Maybe it's just
Maybe you secretly have a really good voice.
Yeah.
a wish.
Maybe.
It's a secret talent. They
I'm
just
trying to hide
push it out of
anything.
you. Maybe you're like Chloe. Maybe if we just put you on the stage, it'll just naturally come out.
An instinct.
Yeah. You must have learned
Okay.
a little something from working on Loud and Clear.
Right. Yeah. I'm just keeping it to myself for now. I'm
Yeah,
just
okay,
like
okay.
practicing on
Yeah.
my
It'll come out one day.
yeah, one day you guys will see. I'll just start singing.
Okay. Amazing. I'm gonna bet on seeing that, and I'm gonna bet on seeing that collaboration with Rhythmic and Loud and Clear soon.
Seriously, like I will absolutely do that.
You should actually.
Yes, I'm
I
so
come
down.
back in the fall, be like,
Oh yeah, a reunion. That's
I'm
cute.
so sorry. I need to get this out because it's in my head. But
Uh-huh.
the conversation about Meena singing and one day it'll come out reminded me of that TikTok trend where you're like, when you realize you can sing. You know
Oh,
what I'm
is it the one where you're sitting in a classroom and you stand up and
Yeah,
it's getting louder?
oh,
Well, one of my friends did that. He was sitting down next to me. the class is dead silent. He starts like to the point where no one can hear him except for me. And then he slowly stands up and he just what was the sound that people used for it? It was like, I did that dance one time on TikTok.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
that one, right? He just did that and he just got progressively louder and louder. My teacher got so mad at him.
I need to do
You
that.
need to do that.
It was-
Yes.
That's how we're gonna see like your
In a lecture
Oh my
room.
God.
That would project so well though.
Yeah.
That would drop
Be
out
wonderful.
halfway.
Are you guys sophomores?
We are.
Yeah.
I'm a junior.
Oh, you're a junior. Got it. Okay. Well, our time is coming to a close, unfortunately. Thank you guys so much for doing this. I appreciate it. You guys are so
Thank you so much for the
Thank
opportunity.
you. Thank
Of
you. It's
course.
nice to meet you.
Who knows? Maybe if I think of another amazing idea, we can collaborate.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Please do.
Yes.
Definitely.
Podcast. Oh my God. Yes. I will let you guys know. And I will let you go now. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. We're
Amazing.
so
Thank
excited.
you.